Hurricane Helene. The organization is allocating over $200,000 to support children's return to school. Leslie Dalton is here with me to give us an update about the organization's donation and the fundraising efforts. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me back.
Well, first off, we recently talked about your board approving that round of funding. Tell us where that money's going.
Yeah, so we know a lot of the school systems are going back this week and have already gone back. We know that as the kids get back to school, the teachers, the counselors, people are going to recognize some needs that have stemmed from the effects of Hurricane Helene. And so we want to make sure that they can cover anything that that child lost, whether it's a backpack, glasses, maybe it's a winter coat or some gloves. We know it's getting cold, and so we want to make sure the schools are able to do that. So we've funded them so that they can help those students as they come back to school.
So I think a lot of folks have a lot of questions about, how much is going to each organization. Can you break any of that down for us?
Yeah, so each of the school systems that have been affected are getting $10,000, and some of our aftercare programs that are helping with kids' mental health and providing backpacks are also getting $10,000. But all of that is on our website. If you just go to our website and then donation impact, you can find everything that we've given to and the amounts that they've been given.
Well, let's go ahead and talk about that first round too, because I know the first round, it went out initially. So let's talk a little bit about where that went for folks that might not be aware.
Yeah, so that first round we really focused on immediate needs. And so that was food, water, and shelter. So making sure families were stable and that they had those immediate needs taken care of.
Yeah, and I know that you said you have a couple folks that you want everybody to be aware of because they're helping you make this all happen.
Yeah, so we just passed the $1 million mark this week and we were so excited. And a few of those bigger donations that came in to help us do that was ExxonMobil, the Ford Foundation, and Outlaw State of Kind, which is Chris and Morgan Stapleton's fund.
So what does that mean to you to have these large, amounts of money coming in and to be able to help the region?
It's amazing. I mean, our region is in such need right now, and we're just the outlet for people to be able to give, whether that's their time or through volunteering. And it's, as much tragedy as we've seen, the outpouring of help has been such a blessing, and it's just amazing to see people from outside of our community and from inside of our community really stepping up to help.
And let's talk a little bit about what's next. What are you guys looking at for the next steps?
Yeah, so we're going to kind of pause a little bit and take some time to reassess and see what long-term needs are going to be coming up. We know that there are still families that need homes. It's getting to be wintertime, so we want to make sure families have a place to stay, that they're getting the essentials that they need. But we also want to look at long-term rebuilding for our community. So we're working with our local governments, our EMA directors, and our local nonprofits, of course, to figure out what those long-term needs look like.
And I know that you just mentioned that you are the outlet for volunteers. So if there's somebody at home that is thinking, I want to help, get my hands in this, what can they do for that?
Yeah, so we have our website set up. It's volunteer-united.org, and that has, I think we have over 1,000 volunteer opportunities right now, and so they can sign up, they can find a spot that looks, works for them, for their time and what they're wanting to do, and sign up to volunteer. There's lots of opportunities right now.
Well, that makes it so easy. Well, Leslie, thank you so much for joining us today, and I'm sure we'll have you back soon.
Thank you.
Yes, well, you can still donate though to the United Way as they're working to help our region recover. All you have to do is scan the code right there on your screen or go to our website for a link to donate.